Hey, it's been a while since we've done a live here, and we're actually live from Scottsdale, Arizona. I got my first coat of tan on. I'm not gonna do that, but yeah, there's a lot of tan going on. So Jose has me doing basically tan, 3 coats Wednesday, 3 coats Thursday, 3 coats Friday, and the final coat, which is, I hate tan. Like, it's so nasty, but this ain't bad because I get to shower it off in the morning. So basically what tan does, it's food coloring and it dyes your skin. So it gets into your pores. It seeps into your pores. It's actually pretty cool. So we're on here, and introduce yourself. So this is my buddy, Matt Stevens. I introduced you.
What's going on, y'all? Matt Stevens here, online coach, just for, regular everyday gym goers, and also for competition prep and whatnot. So Arizona's cool. I like it out here.
We're having a great time.
It feels great. Weather's perfect.
Oh my God, it's like 70 degrees out.
And his tan looks so great because I did it.
He did it. I was fully nude, no gloves, just hand skin to skin contact. Skin to skin contact. I'm doing Masters USA. So that's basically for old guys. And I'm old, 41 years old. But look at this. I still have a full head of hair, unlike this guy over here.
Yeah, and I'm younger than him.
He is by a lot.
Yeah.
Like, you're like half my age.
Like 9 years.
9 years, dude. Wow. I have a 16-year-old daughter, January 30th. She's 50, almost 60. She's going to be driving. A 16-year-old daughter. Holy shit. Holy shit. Like, we're driving. Like, she got done. I don't know if y'all saw. If you guys don't go on my Instagram, it's at Marc Lobliner, or Twitter. I know y'all got my Twitter. And my daughter won her wrestling match, and she's driving home last night. And I'm sitting there, like, answering some emails, and I'm like, holy shit, my daughter's driving me. It's fucking crazy, bro. Crazy as shit. Crazy. So Matt actually competed in North Americans, but we're getting him ready for some shows next year. We don't know which ones.
Definitely. Yeah, we don't know if the qualification lasts for a year or 2 years.
I think it's 2.
If it's 2,
regardless, you get top 2 in any show.
Then I'll probably wait till like a later in the year show. I don't know. What do you think?
Just don't do North Americans. It's too big.
Definitely not.
I mean, not because you can't win it, but because I'm not saying I should have won. I lost. I got 3rd place, okay? Which is fucking awesome in that show. 3rd place at North American is awesome. But if I looked, this is according to people who saw me, I think you were there too. If I looked the way I did when I pumped up before they made us wait 3 hours in a cold room to get on stage. So basically, I dropped down a weight class. I do not belong as light heavy. We both agree on that.
Right.
So I went from, walking around at a shredded 208 to a shredded, I weighed in, I didn't tell you guys this. My scale weight, I don't know if that scale was right, 191. Because I dropped. And once my body starts losing, and I don't take Diazide or any crazy shit. Yeah. My body, once it starts losing weight, it loses fucking weight. So I was shredded. Courtney has a picture, a video. It was amazing. That's not how I looked on stage because my carbs were off. And the other guys, amazing. They beat me fair and square.
Yeah.
They were fatter than me. So they were able to still maintain the substrate to get a pump.
Yeah.
My body had nothing left. I looked like a fucking pancake.
Depleted.
But I was happy. I still was the happiest guy on that stage. I didn't even win. I got top 3 at fucking North Americans after taking fucking 8 years off of competing. That's fucking great.
Yeah.
So I was pretty happy with it. But nonetheless, this time I think we know what we're doing. Jose's got me looking really good. Jose Raymond is bringing me into this show. And I don't know if you guys saw my picture, but I'm bringing some next level conditioning. It's going to be great. And it's going to be really fun. It's going to be really, really fun. Hello from New York. It's cold as fuck here. Not only is it cold, it's communist.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad I'm not there.
Yeah, dude. So how is it? What is it like living in Nazi New York? So are you in so there's different areas. Like most of New York is actually pretty based.
Yeah. The outside of New York City.
Once you get into New York City, you get into fucking Gestapo shit. Like, it's fucking bad.
Yeah.
It is bad. It is bad. And y'all elected literally a communist, de Blasio, and California elected Newsom twice.
I don't get it.
I do get it. One is I don't think they're counting votes correctly. The ballot harvesting and the fucking mail-in shit. Come on, dude. There's a reason why we didn't do that shit before. Dude, they try. So here's the thing people don't understand. I think we talked about this before. Like they tried to do that fucking voting shit when Lincoln was in office.
Really?
Yeah, Lincoln, look it up. And Lincoln was like, fuck y'all. And Lincoln like arrested all the newspapers or some shit. It's crazy. Lincoln was a fucking, so everybody likes Lincoln. Right? Everybody's like, Lincoln's great. He freed the slaves. Lincoln was a piece of shit.
Yeah, I actually heard that he
hated the Constitution.
The reason why he did all that.
He shut down the media. He literally shut down newspapers like, fuck y'all.
Well, I mean, FDR put a whole race of people in internment camps.
Not even a race. He put a whole like look of people.
Yeah.
Do you really think a local cop, I've talked to people who were had family put in internment camps who are fucking Korean. So do you really think a fucking Fed or whatever could tell the difference between a Japanese person and a Korean? How the fuck do you prove that? There was no 23andMe in 1945. Like, what the fuck? They literally said, oh, you're yellow. You're going into camp. That's how fucked up our history is. We literally threw people in camps. Yeah. That's why people are like, America's the worst it's ever been. I don't know. We kind of don't have like camps with Asians in them. That's a good step.
Yeah. No, I mean, but here's another kind of perspective too, is Australia. If you don't think the end game here is Australia, you need to pull your head out of your ass, because that's exactly what they want to happen here. We just have the Second Amendment, thankfully, and maybe some of our system kind of helps to deflect a lot of those things and whatnot, thankfully. But if they could do what they're doing in Australia, they definitely would.
Man, they do that shit in my neighborhood. Everybody's getting shot.
Yep.
Everybody, like my neighborhood.
We live in the South.
Dude, I didn't know this like when I moved there, but I'm literally like, watching these houses being built, because our house is the first house built, and I think it was phase 3.
Yeah.
And they're building, like, there's these areas in the middle of the fucking builds, and they're like fucking like safes. And finally I asked Matt, our builder, Matt's my boy. Like he's the one hunting the deer for us. Right? So yeah. I'm like, Matt Knudsen. I'm like, Matt, the fuck is that? He goes, bro, it's a gun safe. I'm like, it's bigger than most houses. These motherfuckers in the South,
yep,
they don't have a gun. They don't have a few guns. They have guns. And they know how to fucking use them. Like I have a neighbor, and he's one of my good friends. His name's Matt. Like you would never guess. He's a very proper guy. Hair's nice. He's a pretty man. He's a
popular name.
Pretty guy, but he's pretty. You're not pretty. And like his wife's pretty. Like they're just pretty people. His kids are beautiful kids. Like we look not nearly as good as they do. Mm-hmm. And dude, I'm like this is a guy who you're like, okay, this guy does not get dirty. And we're like, he's at our house. We're, I'm grilling. And he goes, yeah, man, I went out and went to this like place, and we were shooting AKs and ARs. And I'm like, what? Motherfuckers know how to shoot. Not only these people have guns, they know how to use them. So if there's ever a civil war, I'm just hunkering my ass down in phase 3 of my development. It'll be good.
I can't tell you how many houses I've been to just of like people that I've known and met and whatnot that have gun safes that are like the size of your refrigerator.
Oh, no, we literally have rooms. Like it's the size of this kitchen. It's the size of it's fucking crazy, dude.
That's a big gun safe.
I was having trouble finding 9mm bullets. I bought this beautiful Smith & Wesson M&P. I always wanted one. It's a classic, right? Mm-hmm. And it's a beautiful handgun. And I bought it for my wife actually, but I stole it. So I'm like, I asked my neighbor, who again, older guy. I'm like, hey man, yeah, we're just talking. I'm like, yeah, I got
his name Matt.
No, his name's not Matt. I'm not gonna say his name, anonymity. But he's like, I'm like, yeah, I just finally found some 9mm bullets. I got him over, and he's like, if you ever need any, I got about 1 million. I'm like, I thought he was hyperbole. He has about 1 million bullets.
No kidding.
The guy's got bullets. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Guns. New Mexico loves you. Another communist state. What happened to New Mexico? Can you imagine when they were naming New Mexico? There was some like cowboy out there. Man, we're like Mexico, but we're not the old Mexico. We're the new Mexico. Just like I had my kids believing it for a little bit I think, or else they were fucking with me. And I was telling them that Arkansas was like some dudes from Kansas rolled over, and they're like, we don't like that Kansas. This is our Kansas, so we're called Arkansas. Good luck Saturday. Hopefully I don't need it. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna blast.
Hey, luck is luck, man.
I'll take luck.
Yeah, maybe good luck. You can use whatever you don't need. Use it somewhere else. You know.
I'll take any luck. I need luck. I want to win like something of choice, of chance. Like, you know, like
the lottery.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I'm tired of fucking working. I want to know what it's like to be a Democrat. Oh, okay. Mine's going. Any advice on that? Where can you buy Vasky in Canada? TigerFitness.com ships to Canada. We have no Canadian distributor. So you're just going to have to buy it from Tiger Fitness. It'll still get there really fast. Robert, what's up, bro? Dude, I know Robert. Look at him. You know him. He's on Facebook. He's cool.
Yeah.
So, Robert, how you doing, bro? About to hit legs in this cold-ass Tennessee weather. Well, outdoors? Why don't you get your ass to a good gym with a heater? Is he training outside? You think he's training out? It is Tennessee, man. He might have one of them barnyard workouts.
Yeah, I mean.
Go get him this weekend. Oh, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. I'm going to beat him. Lou Ferrigno, pumping iron. Seeker of Truth with the double bicep shot. Want Portillo's, Mark. You know what? I would. So here's when you know you're lean. You start craving food. I told my wife, and she looked at me funny. We're driving. So we were driving down Murfreesboro Road, and we were driving on our way to Carbon, but we were coming from somewhere. Usually come the other way. We passed an Arby's, and I looked at Arby's, and I could smell the processed roast beef.
You crave Arby's?
I said this. I said, Katie, I would suck a dozen dicks for some Arby's right now. She looked at me. She's like, I understand the dicks, but since when do you eat Arby's?
Oh, man. I'd suck a dozen dicks to not eat Arby's.
Yeah, but you're not 3 days out. There's shit I'm craving that I will never eat. Like, I knew Jose got me lean enough, which, by the way, this text made me feel happy. Nobody will touch your condition. This is next level. I love seeing that. But when you're this lean, I knew I was lean enough when I started craving food that I don't eat. I don't eat. Like, I'm like, when I was a kid, it's a long fucking time ago, I was in high school and I didn't drink, but all my friends did. I was the designated fighter. So if they got in a fight, I would be sober so I could fuck up drunk people. I was the DF.
Yeah, we were opposites.
So anyway, I was fat as fuck in high school. The night menu at Denny's used to have these nachos. And they were the most unhealthy, greatest nachos ever created. I still have not replicated the nachos from Denny's because they used not the juicy cheese, but the fucking real shredded cheese.
Yeah.
So when you picked it up, it did the cheese thing.
Oh, yeah,
and they put like fucking, man, I started craving nachos the other day. That and they opened Joe Tamales. I don't even like tamales. My wife loves them. I'm not a fan. I drove by and I'm like craving tamales. And so I know I'm going to be disappointed when I bite into these things. So I'm like, you know what? We're just going to go sushi.
Yeah. Keep it simple. That's kind of, I've never had any like strange cravings like that. It's always been like pizza or pasta.
Maybe I just like sucking dick. Maybe. How's it going, Mark? I'm trying to get back into doing meals at Diabetic Exchange. Also trying to work back into working out post-COVID and lunch surgery. Well, I mean, first of all, lunch surgery sounds really painful. Where do you start? You just fucking, I mean, Matt, you're here.
Hold on a second. How's it going, Mark? I'm trying to get back into doing meals with the Diabetic
He
Exchange.
wants to diet, and he wants to know where to start. He wants to diet and train. He wants to know how to start. Just fucking start.
Yeah. Start training first and then worry about the diet. Like, just start.
Or just clean up your diet. Stop eating shit. Don't worry about measuring food yet.
No.
Don't worry about measuring food. Just fucking, I think my brother called the ELS diet, the eat less shit diet.
Yeah. Here's the thing is you'll get caught up in the weeds and you'll never start. You'll try to be a perfectionist. I've done it a lot, but basically what you want to do is just start and then make corrections along the way. Find out how to do things better along the way, but just get going first and foremost.
Hello from California. What part? Bromance on fleek. Oh, you know it, man.
Oh yeah.
Wait till Jose's here. It'll be a threesome, and we won't be the shortest anymore. How many peanut butter outright bars? Peanut butter gel outright bars? None.
I had 2 today.
Yeah, dude. But guess what? I have 48 of them for after the show.
Yep.
So we have 24, but I had Randall send me another 24. So I'll be rolling in some fucking outright bars. Of course, I love them.
They are delicious.
Oh my fuck, they're so good. How much does metabolism slow down when dieting? What's a good way to build back? It shouldn't. It should be where it's at, but you're eating less, so you're going to lose weight.
Here's the thing.
It adapts.
Is if you don't do cardio and you are creating a deficit by eating less food, then your metabolism will slow down. But because it simply is just adapting to its environment, and the environment is saying there's no food.
Don't die.
Don't die.
Don't die.
And so it's slowing down all of your metabolic processes to conserve energy. So instead, if you create a caloric deficit by using cardio and stimulating the metabolism with food, it shouldn't slow down by very much.
Or just take more T3 and Clen.
More drugs. Drugs.
I think the moral of the story is you need drugs in your life. Did he just say build back better your metabolism? Get out of here.
Oh God.
Yeah, fuck yeah, Mark. 5'7" and 2 flat. I think that's what he meant. Aaron, I need clarification because I have no idea what that means. I just know that we cooked. How many pounds of sweet? That had to be 7 pounds of sweet potatoes.
Oh yeah,
that shit was heavy as fuck.
Yeah, it was a whole bag.
What's up, Mark? You and Matt are big studs in the chat. We are fucking studs. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, even though I do have an affinity for sucking dicks for roast beef, I am married, happily married. And hopefully my wife's not watching, but I need to find a way to propose to her. So we have a tradition now that we renewed our vows after 15 years and some rocky times in our marriage. Uh-huh. And it's been 5 years since we renewed our vows in 2016. So I need to find a way to propose to her. So anybody with ideas, let me know how to propose to her. I'm thinking of putting like something like, will you marry me, and writing it down my penis, but I realize it's not big enough to fit all those words. So maybe we could abbreviate it or hang like a
You should go to a wedding and propose at the wedding.
We don't have any friends getting married. We're 41. Everybody's already gotten divorced.
Definitely do not do that.
You go to a wedding?
Go to a wedding and propose at a wedding.
Well, I mean, that's fine.
It's a big no-no.
She's not going to say no. I mean, she's already fucking married to me.
Yeah, but all right, you people that take that advice, just remember, do not propose at another person's wedding. Are you speaking
from did that happen?
Well, I was making a joke kind of, but yeah, I just didn't know if that was clear or not. So yeah, definitely don't do that.
John, that's my boy. He owns a beautiful supplement store up in Michigan.
Yeah.
Another communist state. Tiger Fitness, how's your night going, gentlemen? It's good, man. I got one more meal left, and then I'm going to take some MTS Nutrition Sleep Aid and go to bed. Accent is, how can you tell? Okay. Dude, some of these are confusing me, guys. You guys, Mayor de Blasio is
the words are mixed up. How can you tell? Oh, never mind. I don't know where is would fit. How can you tell is an accent? I don't know, dude. Yeah.
Mayor de Blasio is a psycho freak. His policies make no sense. He is stupid as fuck. Mental health is the biggest problem of New York. Good thing I live in Long Island. So Long Island is different. Long Island's pretty based.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely. When will some of the products be available again, like beta-alanine and others? We don't, beta-alanine, I'm not in a hurry to do. It's not a huge mover. Our main issue right now are products containing Creapure creatine. So, for example, 015 Nutrition Exalt. We do have a little bit of a snag on that because there's a creatine shortage. Other than that, I have more inventory than ever before. I'm sitting on a lot of inventory, millions and millions of dollars of inventory. We just got Vasky back in. Expansion should be back in tomorrow. Most of the whey protein. Our top sellers are in. So 20% of our products, same rule, 20% of our products equal 80% of our sales. And those are in stock. Even got Sleep Aid back in stock. I've been launching an Insurgent back in. I've been saying something back in stock like every day for the last week.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do have other options of brands. The thing about Tiger Fitness, we're a retail store. So if MTS doesn't have it, we have other brands. For example, creatine, we have APS, we have other brands that are really good. So you can scratch that itch because we're a retail store. And that's the beauty of owning a retail store, is that if we're out of our brand, we have other brands that we trust. You know, like for example, I'm out of glutamine right now, MTS Nutrition, and I have Blackstone Labs glutamine at my house. So I'm happy with that. Lack of camps with Asians are the golden standards of pessimism. My man is speaking facts. FAX facts.
Good one, Nick.
Love the Southern weapon stockpile mentality. You know what? Yeah. I'll tell you what. If you're in my neighborhood, you feel safe. You feel protected.
And you feel rich.
Yeah, that too. It's a fucking expensive neighborhood. Like the hamburgers. So we go to a place with rich people buy some burgers. It's our thing.
How did they get named hamburgers when they're made out of beef?
They're from like Hamburg, Germany, aren't they? Or some shit like that. I know there's a story.
That makes sense.
I know there's a story. I'm not sure that's a story, but I think it's something like that.
So when you hear hamburger, you think ham burger, but yeah, the whole German thing makes sense now.
Nobody has guns like we do in Idaho. I think Texas is like a word.
Idaho.
Yeah. Y'all just have potato guns.
Yeah.
Seen Zombieland, Harrelson going, thank God for rednecks after finding a duffel bag of guns. Yes, you're right. We love guns.
I need to watch that movie. I've had an opportunity to many times, but just never did.
He's from Alabama too. What part of Alabama? He's from Birmingham area, right?
Birmingham.
Yep. In Arizona, we love our guns too. Yes, you do. You need them here. Y'all can't protect that damn border. Any new MTS whey flavors? No, we're actually getting rid of a few of them.
Really?
And yeah, there is going to be price increases. We're holding out as long as we can. I know that I just bought. So we sell. I mean, I think Core Nutritionals isolates like $89 or $99 for 5 pounds. It's crazy. So we're holding it at $59 as long as we can. If you like MTS whey, buy it now, because I'm trying to hold off the price increase. But as this stock winds down, it's going to go up, and it's going to go way up, talking like 60 to 80%. We're one of the last ones to keep our pricing intact. That's because we do have buying power.
Yeah.
But my buying power ain't that deep. You know, so if you like MTS whey, they last for well beyond the expiration date. I would buy 7 or 8 of them, not even playing. If I was a consumer, actually, I'll tell you what. I have 6 tubs of peanut butter cookies and cream MTS whey in my cupboard right now, and 3 ice cream sandwiches just in case we run out or price goes up. Because if price goes up, I still pay for that, albeit cost, even though I own the company. So yeah. Shout out the cynical. Oh, there you go. Okay. Whatever Marc is smoking, I want some. I'm just happy. I'm in a good mood. Tiger Fitness, Florida is freedom. You're absolutely correct.
I just came back from Florida.
You got a good governor. That's what it takes, man. Like, you got the opposite of Newsom. I'm going to move to Spring Hill. I'm going to be your neighbor. Well, you're about 20 minutes away, but I'm in Spring Hill quite often. A lot of wrestling events there. How is getting prepped by Jose? It's a dream. He's doing a great job. Very happy with it. Very happy with it. Everyone, you YouTubers on juice are unrelatable. We need some completely natural so the everyday guy can relate. Plenty of naturals on YouTube. Yeah. I'm a 41-year-old on HRT. So I do relate to my audience, which is why my HRT videos get the most views. If I don't relate to you, Marc, and I mean this with all due respect, get the fuck out of here. Nobody wants to see that negativity. Look, here's the deal. Like,
we're having fun, man.
I don't like Greg Doucette. I mean, I like him. I don't like watching him because his knowledge doesn't apply to me. A lot of people love him, but I don't go on his channel in his live chats and say, hey, Greg, I don't like you because you sound like Gilbert Gottfried. I don't say that because I'm not a douchebag. Marc, with all due respect, and I mean this, I'm not trying to insult you. You just look stupid when you say stuff like that because people here are here to ask me questions. And keep in mind that I was nationally qualified and I was competing in the NPC as a middleweight in 2006. Yeah, 2006, and completely natural. So 2007 as well, 2008, 2009. So, I mean, I've been there, done that, and I'm on HRT. So if HRT to you is excessive drug use, then that's fine. And I respect your opinion, but also respect you to tell you that you're a fucking idiot. And
Get that Karen energy out of here.
Nobody needs to hear that, man. So not every YouTuber is on juice. There are plenty of YouTubers who are natural, and there's plenty of options to choose from. And I would watch them and not watch me. Don't waste your time. Don't waste my time. Don't waste all these wonderful people's times. Because hey, it's Matt. It's my builder.
Oh, there he is.
What the fuck are you doing here, man? Man, that's awesome. Yeah. Katie's excited for the deer. A dozen. Oh, a dozen dicks. He's on the dicks still. No, it has to be the right dicks. Two absolute monsters. Brad.
Hey, what's up, Brad?
Shit. One of our haters.
Yeah.
Thoughts on weed and working out. So I'm not a fan of smoking anything for lung health.
What about edibles?
So I'm okay with THC. It does have some benefits for some populations and some detriments. I have tried it just recently this year, and I took too much of it. Did I tell you that story?
No.
So Sean and I were in California, and our friend we know from the gym, he owns one of the largest dispensaries. And he's like, hey man, stop by. And it's like right between the office and Sean's house. We're like, cool. Got the tour. It was fucking amazing. So, we're sitting there in his office, and he goes, hey man, here's some edibles. They're 2.5 milligrams each. Just take one. I'm like, cool. I don't get drug tested. He said, if you feel it'll be an hour and 10 minutes, you probably won't feel it.
You said 2.5?
2.5.
So you took 2?
I took 1.
So
here's where the story goes. So he gave me this other one. He's like, this one, take half of it and don't eat the whole thing. It's 10 milligrams, but this is the most potent shit we have. Best company, best growers, whatever. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So he's like, you're flying out tomorrow, right? Just take it on your flight. You'll sleep like a baby.
Oh God.
So I was like, it was an hour and 10 minutes out, and it's a fucking one gummy's 10 milligrams. Who eats half a gummy? That's like when Lenny and Larry's was like, here's the supplement facts for half a cookie. I'm like, fuck it. I ate the whole gummy.
Oh man.
So we board the plane. It's about an hour in. I feel nothing. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm just immune to the effects of THC, So about 5 minutes later, I'm like, whoa, we're in the air. And I'm looking around, and we're not flying. And the flight attendant's like, we're not flying. I'm like, oh, okay. And so I start hallucinating, and I'm like fucking paranoid as shit.
Yeah.
And
oh man.
Anyway,
10
so
milligrams.
I managed to calm myself down, and I've never tried marijuana before, nor edibles, nor any of that. And this is like a month. This is like a month and a half ago. So finally, I calm myself down, deep breathe, and I go to sleep. Slept for about an hour, and it was like a 4.5, 5 hour flight, right? So I land, and I had to drive straight from the airport to my daughter's high school soccer banquet.
Oh no!
And so my good friend James Dibble, whose daughter is an absolute beast on the field, him and my daughter both hold down the midfield for Ravenwood.
Yeah.
So I go, James, I'm like, fucked up. He goes, what do you mean? I'm like, I ate this fucking edible. I told him the story. He's like, all right, I got you. I'm like, so, we're done with all the awards, and everybody's outside, and James is setting up the highlight video. He did our highlight video, right?
Uh-huh.
And so we saw the one where Cammy scored the game-winning goal for the championship. And I start crying because I'm high as fuck. He's like, bro, stop. He's like,
oh man.
And I'm like, can't control myself. But I was so happy. Everybody's like, man, you're in a good fucking mood. I was high as fuck.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not adverse to weed, but I would understand. I would look into it, that there is negative effects. It's not all good.
Here's the thing: is it affects people differently. So, like, I had friends in college that would be able to, smoke and then go take a test, or smoke and go study. And I was like, I don't see how y'all can do that. I'm useless when I did it in college. And so Like some people, here's the thing is if you're doing it before you go to the gym, you want to be able to work out with intensity.
Aren't there different strains though? I heard there's some strains that help you with focus during training.
I've never been able to tell a difference.
Yeah, I'm just that's what my pothead friends tell me.
Like what is it? Yeah, the indica and whatever sativa.
No, I just got fucked up.
And like I've never really been able to tell a difference. But the thing is, if you're going to work out, you're supposed to be working out with high intensity, and weed for the most part kind of relaxes you, and that's kind of negates the intensity.
I would have thought the weights were attacking me.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. But as far as like recovery purposes, if you want to use it like before you go to bed, and if it helps you sleep or whatever, or gets you into a deeper REM sleep or whatever, then I don't see anything wrong with that. But
you can always just take MTS sleep aid.
It depends on the person.
I have no intention of taking it again,
and it depends on how you're using it.
The experience for me, maybe 5 milligrams.
Yeah.
Again,
you took too much. That's a different.
I have them at home, and I was honest. I told my kids, I'm like, you don't want any of that. I'm like, don't. I don't hide shit from my kids.
They're gonna try some anyway, right?
No, I never did until I was 41 years old, man. How to get taste and smell back after COVID? I had COVID. He had COVID. I never lost taste. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, which is unfortunate because you've never tried my wife's cooking. I wish I could lose my taste. Like, honey, this tastes fucking great. Should Dr. F go to prison? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Beyond prison. There's the most prolific murderer in the history of the world.
Dude, he tortured puppies. He should be beaten with a baseball bat.
Yeah, we're both fans of puppies. I have a puppy right now. Can you look good off good diet and just cardio? Define good. You're going to be skinny fat, or you're just going to be fat.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. So here's the data. When you define good diet, so what we found, what the new data shows is that to lose weight, and I've proved this with my daughter. My daughter would run miles a day till she really locked down her diet to drop weight for wrestling. Uh-huh. My daughter is shredded now. I'm talking shoulder striation. She's got a fucking bicep vein. It's crazy. But again, she lost 25 pounds for wrestling. And keep in mind, she plays center mid. She runs 7 miles a day.
That's nuts.
At practice, at least. And so weight loss is predicated by diet. Keeping weight off is actually more closely related to cardio or activity or caloric burn. And also with the benefits, I just posted a study today on, cancer survival and weight training. Weight train at least 2 days a week for health benefits. And cardio is fucking stupid. Fuck cardio. As I did 70 minutes of cardio up until today. Any green pill supplement you recommend? Hold on. You can keep them busy. I'm going to go grab it.
Yeah. Green pill, as in like greens.
I got it with me. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Let me see here.
Hold on, man. I'm always so fast. I'm 41 years old and I have no fat on my feet. Here, Machine Greens. It's my fucking brand. It's the best ever. I'm not going to explain what's in it. Go to the website. Fucking buy it. Support your boy.
I'll take it too, for sure.
Not sure if you saw my question. Were there any MTS flavors in the work? We answered it. It was just probably where we're going as fast as I could. Luckily, Canada does have outright bars. I'm ordering 5 Vasky in the morning. Awesome. Adolf Hitler, Nazi party, kill old Jews forever. 666. Did you create this account just for me? I'm kind of honored. Hold on. If we're going to go straight anti-Semitic here, I'm not even grifting properly today, Matt, and I apologize. I'm off my game. I'm dieting. So let me put this on just so you can understand a couple things, Mr. Troll. So there's a couple things I want you to understand. Number 1, I'm Jewish. Number 2, I'm proud to be Jewish. Number 3, I'm rich as fuck. So, and you're jealous because I've made it in life and you're on my YouTube channel and you literally created a new account to be an anti-Semitic prick. So just to rub it in, I'm usually available around 9 a.m. at Carbon Culture in Franklin, Tennessee. If you'd like to come say that to my face, I more than would appreciate you coming by. I'd welcome you. I'll even buy you. You know what we have there? We have Ghost energy drinks. By the way, guess what I ordered yesterday?
What's that?
170 pounds of Ghost energy drinks from our
Yeah.
distributor to my house. My daughter drinks one every morning. Anyway, Mr. Hitler, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get you blocked from this channel. But I really appreciate you making the new account for me. That means a lot. That means a lot.
What a loser.
No, you know what? I thrive on I really, I don't want to sound kind of corny, but I think the world needs bigots because it makes you realize who the really good people are.
Perspective.
And I also think that, God just made stupid people, and there's one of them.
Well, hey man, what is smart without stupid?
Exactly. It's all relative, right?
What is good without bad?
My man tore 2 biceps in 11 months at 26 years old. What the fuck is my man? I bet you it's over under deadlift. Tried to find scientific proof for a PED that was scientifically proven to increase tendon strength, collagen. So I would, my friend's name is Scott Cohn, and he's a very smart individual. He knows all about peptides. And he actually was telling me about a protocol with TB500. I don't know enough about this, but I would look more into what you're doing. It's causing 2 bicep tears. I mean, that's a problem. My man's bubble boy over here. Chinese, Korean, and Japanese, the accent is different. Dude, a standard cop is not going to fucking know that. That shit. I can't tell. I can't. And also, I can't even, like, the guy who used to cut my hair was a light-skinned black redhead guy. I don't give a fuck about race. I don't give a fuck. Like, we don't have races in America. There's no purebreds. There's no even me, like I have Polish, I have some German, I have Ashkenazi Jew. Like, there's no such thing as white or black or any of that shit. It's pigment. Like, I know some white people who get really fucking dark in the summer. I know some black people who look really fucking white. I know a lot of black people who get confused as Asian. I have a friend, Matthew Liller, IFBB Pro. He's half black and white, but he looks Asian. I thought the motherfucker was half black, half Chinese. He's not. I thought he was like a little bit black. And then he's like, I'm actually half black, half white. All it is pigment, because wherever his people were from, or a majority of his DNA came from a hot area. Why the fuck do I care if someone's black, white, brown? I don't give a fuck. All I care is, are you a good person? Unlike our good friend Adolf Hitler, kill old Jew 666. That guy's a jerk. Tiger Fitness, oops, did I call you big studs? I want to call you big hunks of men. I like this guy. He's from Alabama. You should meet up with him. Does Matt have a YouTube channel? He's getting one.
Yep.
What do you guys think about training weaker body parts twice a week?
It's a great idea.
I'm okay with it. Just realize
he's from Montgomery.
If it doesn't fuck with your intensity, because recovery is key. So just be cognizant of recovery.
Yes.
And overall volume. Okay. Are you guys a fan of raunchy jokes? Oh yeah.
Have you been watching the entire time?
Yeah. I mean, we're pretty much our thing. Thoughts on Turkestrone? I think it's overrated. And it's just like every 5 years, ectosterone or testosterone, it gets some hype for some reason. And will it elicit some results? For the dosing required for any results, I don't think it's worth it. But again, if you use it and you get results, keep using it, keep getting results. I personally wouldn't waste my money on it. Whether you're a natural enhanced, you start putting in the work and sweat. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody here knows that. Just some people, again, like God made stupid people.
Karens.
Yeah. In 2024, you think we'll be Biden? I don't think Biden's going to live past 2023. The guy doesn't look too good. I think it's going to be.
It might not even be Trump.
I hope here's the thing. I don't want Trump to run.
I don't want. The world is not binary. There's
saying the world's not binary. Are you non-binary?
Okay. All right. That's a false dichotomy, is what I'm trying to say.
That's a big word.
And so there's more options than just Trump and Biden. So it's not guaranteed to be just Trump or Biden. I mean, DeSantis could, run and get the Republican seat or whatever. And so it might not be either one of them.
I'm not a Trump fan. Like, everybody always thinks because And I'm not even a Republican. I'm an independent.
He did a great job with the economy. He did a great job with standing up for our country again.
But he did a bad job.
He made some terrible mistakes, some costly mistakes at the wrong times, and he trusted the wrong people, and he let his ego make a lot of the decisions for him, which cost him and us ultimately. And so I don't know. I'm not the biggest Trump fan. I'm not the biggest fan either.
And I mean, I get accused of being a Trump fan, but I did vote for Trump over Biden.
Yeah.
But then again, I would have voted for my puppy Blaze over Biden.
Oh, yeah.
I would have probably voted for a random homeless person on the street over Biden.
I would vote for a pile of shit over Biden.
Well, I mean, he basically is a pile of shit, a racist pile of shit. Yeah. Marc, I've been a fan for over 10 years. Love all your content. Thank you. Marc, do an edible story. I came at the right time. Oh, yeah. It fucking fucked me up, bro. My wife was like, why'd you tell the kids? I'm like, well, because my daughter literally saw me crying for no reason at a banquet. I had to be honest. And my she's going to be 16 in January. I'm like, look, and I was honest. I'm like, I didn't enjoy the experience. And I'm all, if you want to try your first edible at 41 years old, have at it. So the hell, what if some YouTuber fitness people are on the juice? Whatever they do to their bodies is their business and their problem. The people that are obsessed about that. Yeah, I agree. Yo, guys, shout out from Washington State. Another communist, please. Your dedication to family first, having them involves fitness, super awesome. Yeah, Matt's also a guy who has been doxxed and literally just harassed for believing in monogamy and non-promiscuity. So God bless him too. Fighting the good fight. 5 minutes later, Marc is hanging out on the wing. You should do edibles on your rest day when you're at home. You know, that's a good idea. So next week is a rest week. And Monday is I'm off training all week next week for the first time in probably 5 years, if not more. No, probably 10 years. But this year, keep in mind, I started camp for fighting for my fight in May in January. And then I was in camp for fighting right after that for an August tournament, which I dropped out of 2 weeks in advance to compete in a bodybuilding show. So I've been prepping since January and my system's fucked. I'm not going to lie. Like my nervous system right now, it's not the best. I've put my body through a lot and I can't wait to show you guys my recovery protocol because it's really fucking cool. But yeah, I will. As for a question, any recommendation on getting my wife and daughter into fitness? Don't.
If you be the leader.
If you build it, they will come. Like everybody thinks I tell my kids when to train. Here's me. It's 8:00 and this is on a non-soccer night. Usually he was there last night. What time did I get home? 9:30? 9:15, 9:30?
It was like 9 o'clock.
So I usually don't get home till 9:30. I coach. I get up at 4:30. So here's me. Say we don't have soccer that night. It's 8 p.m. I just get done. Come out of my office. I look like I got hit by a bus. And one of my 3 kids, sometimes my 8-year-old, sometimes my 13-year-old, hey, Dad, can you train me? And I'm like, first off, I'm thinking to myself, fuck this asshole. I'm not mine. Like, I'm tired. But then I'm like, you know what? My kids want to be better. I'm like, of course we can, son or daughter. We can definitely do this. And so yeah, my kids train because that's what they see. My advice to you echoes Matt's: lead by example.
Yeah, be the leader.
My left shoulder and elbow feel extremely unstable, weak, and problematic in any pressing movement since I'm pulling, or no longer pressing. I'm working. So here's the thing: you need to work those unilateral movements. If you look up, I've done things like bell up shoulder press, one knee down, single leg unbalanced chest press. You need to stabilize individually each side of your body. And again, if you lived in Tennessee, I'd gladly help you. Since you're remote, all I can do is point you to my videos. And yeah, I wish I could help you more, but I've done a lot of content on how to address that. What do you think? You have anything to add?
Oh, no, I think that's exactly what she should do.
What are your thoughts about mind-muscle connection on working out? I would not work out on THC.
Wait, what?
What are your thoughts on the mind-muscle connection? You already addressed that.
Oh, yeah. If it takes away from intensity, don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, mind-muscle, like if you're pressing a weight, like you're pressing a weight. Like you don't need to think about it. Like push the weight, right? Like
Yeah.
I used 7.5, ate a large pizza, a Big Mac, and a huge poutine. He's from Canada. Poutine is gravy covered French fries, right? It's fucking horrible.
Actually, it depends on the French fries and it depends on the gravy.
I would eat that.
Yeah.
Right now, I'd eat it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I'd suck 12 dicks.
Nah, not that.
Yeah. I didn't get hungry. I just got high. Does intermittent fasting kill muscle growth? Actually, it's profound that studies have shown that fasting can actually preserve muscle, but over the long term, the caloric deficit will definitely be a detriment. So my advice is
there's so many variables and factors that go into
too many variables. My advice is, what are your goals? So, for example, Matt's bulking, getting bigger. Fasting would be stupid.
Yes.
Now, if you're after controlling blood glucose and maybe improving some markers of health, fasting might be a good idea. Or if you have some people simply do better not eating at all versus controlling portions. So they can eat larger portions later in the day. Me, I did fasting for a long time. My performance fasting, I can do it because I add in MCTs, which some would argue is not fasting. And I say, well, no shit, it's performance fasting. It's my fasting.
Yeah.
I'm not rewriting everybody else's book. I'm writing my own fucking book on my beliefs. Will I do fasting again? Probably not with my goals right now, because I train in the morning and I might do it sometimes on my off days, just for more mental clarity.
Yeah.
But right now, I can't state for certain because my body fat is so low that, like, for example, on the flight, I was going to wait till we land to eat. I had to eat because I was going to die.
Oh, yeah.
My blood sugar and everything. We'll see what happens. But I would not.
Like, for me, when I get done bodybuilding, I'll start fasting again, probably because I have done it in the past and it does help us, especially like mental clarity and things like that. But, I kind of already have my plan of what I'm going to do when I get done bodybuilding. We get into like jujitsu and a few other things, a few other activities that I've been wanting to try out. But fasting is helpful from like a mental aspect. But like I said before, so many variables, so many factors that go into it.
So here's the thing. I went to that ISSN conference in Florida with Alan and Sean, and we sponsored the ISSN. I've been a member of the ISSN since their very first conference.
Oh, wow.
International Society of Sport Nutrition. And one of the foremost labs on fasting did a study on fasting that was supposed to answer all the questions about fasting. And they found that fasting really doesn't do anything. So the researcher was like, here's my findings. And there's a guy who's literally built his career on researching fasting. Uh-huh. And to this man's credit, he's like, it didn't do shit. That was one study. There are many studies with very good results. So I would say try it and see what works best for you. For me, looking forward, so my goal, if I lose or win this show, that's irrelevant, is I need a year off of competing in anything, whether it's boxing or bodybuilding. I will be back, whether it's in 1 year or 2 years, whatever. Right now, I am so committed to coaching my teams that I need to focus my energy on building champions.
You do.
I've won a lot of things. I'm 41 years old, but I will train like I'm competing 100% in the next week. Because I don't know anything else but to work hard. It's all I know. I've tried to relax, and a combination of my fear of failure and my ADHD makes it where I just can't fucking slow down. Here's one. If Jussie Smollett is found guilty, how many years should he get?
Well, what laws did he? What exactly are they testing? Like, or was he in court for?
You know what?
Because I haven't really been keeping up with it very much. I just know that he lied, and
it was a bad.
It was very manipulative,
and he was trying to basically create a race war. And but here's my thing. I don't fucking care. Like, we literally have half the country on lockdown. We have tyrants running fucking wild, making kids wear masks. We got fucking, people trying to enforce, which, by the way, the courts keep knocking them down, these mandates. I don't give a fuck about Jussie Smollett. I just don't.
Yeah.
I haven't read about it. I don't care about it. the guy's a prick.
Yeah.
He's going to court. You know, I think I heard the phrase, you know, kill them all, let God sort them out. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say
it would be nice for them to make an example of.
Let the justice system sort it out. I have enough things to worry about. You know, America right now, we need to fix our freedom problem. And Jussie Smollett is, while a big deal, anybody who incites racial tensions, like that crazy SUV that ran over people without being driven by anybody, those are things. Look, man, the fact that racism exists in 2021 is fucking stupid.
But it's also perpetuated by the media.
We need to get rid of the media. I mean, we need to stop. Like, we need media. We need news. We need just someone to say, Joe Rogan said this on his show the other day. We need someone to just say, here's the fucking news. Here's the facts.
We need to get whatever, what is that law that's protecting social media?
230?
Yeah. Article 2. Is that
Section 230?
Section 230 needs to be, that's what will help.
Yeah.
Is then these journalists and whatnot can't be blocked by these social media companies, and it will create competition for these media companies that are lying. You know, people that share the truth will get the spotlight and get more attention.
I love our fucking people. Hey, should I do a cycle at 20? No. I mean, I didn't. So mine was prescribed when I've told this story on this channel. When I was in my late 20s, I think it was. I look at timelines and I get fucked up because I look at pictures of shows I was natural, and I don't know what the exact timelines when I started was. And I don't want to go back and look at my medical records, but I was diagnosed with endocrine failure in my late 20s, and I actually didn't get the prescription filled it was from my general practitioner. And my wife finally was like, you need to fucking fill this, because, you know, it was like my shit was really low. Like my testosterone was in the 70s. So I would have never taken steroids if I didn't have to. And we just had this conversation with a guy at the gym today who's 51. And this actual other guy came in, he used to compete. He's like, and this guy's jacked.
He was jacked.
And you could tell he's done drugs, had a bit of a distension going on there. You could tell that he took it to the limit. You get a lot of that shit in Arizona, but he was a nice guy.
Yeah.
But you could tell that he told us, he's like, yeah, I was like 280. I'm like, yeah, we could know, you know, he was jacked. Like everything was good. He just had an IFBB waist, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, he jumped into our conversation. Thank God, because this guy was making our set. Like I was ready to do my set, and he kept talking. Matt's like, hey man, can you get a set? But anyway, so he's like, don't do it. It's not fucking worth it. Don't do it. This is the guy who's fucking jacked on drugs.
Yeah.
Like, and then he went and told us the story, and it was like, no, don't. There's no need. Why? What are you gonna do with it? Look good to your fucking neighbor? Like, God, get the fuck out of here. God made two types of people, good and bad. The Hitler guy was the third type. We call them dick sucker.
Oh, yeah.
I'm type 2 diabetic. Should I stick to keep blood sugar down or balance? Doctor, can't answer that.
Yeah.
I lift 4 days a week. Keep lifting. Keep doing cardio.
Yes.
As for the keto, ask your doctor.
Yeah.
I have seen data to show that keto is beneficial, though.
Well, I know that lifting and cardio will help increase
GLUT4.
Insulin sensitivity.
Yep. That's GLUT4 as well. The GLUT4 receptors.
Yeah.
Shut that shit. Bingo, over under deadlift, acting as a big yet. Don't do over under deadlift. My brother tore his bicep with an over under deadlift.
I did over under deadlift for a while.
Yeah, me too. When
use straps.
Yeah, just use straps. You're not a kids a fuck.
Who cares?
What burns the most most and fastest, cardio or heavy lifting? Well, they both burn calories, but I'd say they just do them both. They both.
Both together. Both together.
Diet will lead to the most fat loss. Weightlifting is the most important form of exercise. Cardio should be done as well.
This is another false dichotomy. You need to just do both.
Yes, there you go. Mark, are you one of the good juju beans? Is that a Jew thing? I think so. I'll go. I'm a good Jew.
I don't know if that's what she means, though.
I'm so confused, Debbie. By the way, guys, we're going to cut this at 5 minutes. I'm tired as fuck.
I'm pretty tired.
Tiger Fitness, here's a joke for you guys. What do you call it when a chick gets off in public? Climate change.
I kind of get it, I think.
I think that's the worst joke I've seen. Is it normal that when you do so many push-ups or sit-ups or squats that whatever you get to a point to where you don't even feel the pain anymore? That's normal, I think.
I completely missed the question.
Basically, he's done a lot of push-ups and he doesn't feel pain.
Interesting.
It goes numb.
Well, I mean, normally when I'm, pushing myself, I hit failure and can't do any more reps. So I don't know.
Holy shit, we are never getting through these. Anyway, guys, now's a good. Hey, check it out. So there will be a gains cast tomorrow, by the way, guys. There will be a gains cast tomorrow. We just ran late because of flights and grocery shopping, and we had to cook food for the rest of the weekend. Listen, guys, where can they find you, Matt?
Twitter, Instagram, same handle. It's at Matt_S_Stevens, and my website is realmattstevens.com. Stevens is with a PH.
Yes, and
subscribe to my newsletter.
Subscribe to his newsletter, definitely. And if we can think about it, we'll link it down below. Matt, can we link it down below?
Yeah.
Can you find that? Send it to me, and I'll link it down below. So subscribe to his newsletter. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We might be able to do one of these tomorrow with Jose. That'd be very fun.
Yeah.
If not, we'll see you next time. The Gains Cast will be live tomorrow, I believe, at 2 p.m. Arizona time, which is Mountain. Basically, that's 3 p.m. Central Standard, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. All right, guys, have a great night. God bless.